Due to copyright issues, I have to repost this video without audio for the song. So the song choice for this vlog is Drag Me Down by One Direction. Alright, so thank you One Direction for Drag Me Down. That's the theme of this video blog. Great lyrics, great song. Love that stuff. Hope you like boy bands. With that being said, so in college, I got very involved in my Christian faith. I went to youth ministry groups, praise groups, and I just did it up. I started to learn a lot about my relationship with God and in the church and God's people and all that, and it was great. Perfect timing, definitely something I needed at that time. I'm not as involved with it as much anymore, but like I said, timing is everything, and that was perfect timing for it. So going to all the different events, and you meet a lot of people, you make a lot of friends. I was lucky to have a lot of friends. No question about that. And there's this one girl in specific that I want to talk about. Our relationship then and our relationship after college and coming out and all that. She was awesome. Got lunch together all the time. Went to movies together. Very platonic relationship. Nothing more than just a friendship. But she was awesome, and she is awesome. So that was sophomore year in college. I kind of slowly transitioned out of that lifestyle as I got older, junior year, senior year, etc. And fast forward, graduated college. I came out, started my full-time job, moved out of the house, started living my own, and I got a text from her. Text, a call, an email, something. And she was coming to Chicago. Hey, she wants to meet up. Of course, let's meet up. Let's catch up, yada, yada, yada. So the idea of meeting up with her gave me a little anxiety. And I decided, hey, why don't I share with her my sexuality before she comes to Chicago? Just so I don't have to worry about doing that. I don't have to worry about the build-up till that dinner comes. Like, let's just get her over with. So sure enough, one day I called her, and I stuttered a million times, and probably took me 10 minutes to finally say I'm gay over the phone. But once I did, she shocked me. Her response was very, very loving. And it was like insanely genuine. I was very, very shocked. I thought she would have hung the phone up on me, or just started yelling at me, or this and that. I was letting stereotypes get to my head, and so it was rather refreshing. I was telling her how I wanted to move forward with my life in terms of my acceptance of my sexuality. I wanted to stop rejecting who I am and just enjoy my life as me. And so she kept saying things like, I'm so happy to hear that for you. I'm happy for you. You sound really happy. So it was great. Sure enough, 2 days later, 3 days, whatever it was, a week, I get a phone call from her, and she wants to talk. I said, yeah, sure, what's going on? And she wanted to talk about my sexuality. And I said, yeah, of course. Like, I'm going to always have anxiety in life, depending on, what I'm doing or how I'm challenging myself or, how comfortable I am in discussing things. And I didn't want to have anxiety or stress like I used to in terms of my sexuality. So I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. I'm an open book. So she started quoting the Bible, and she was telling me about how her parents and the pastor and other members of the church weren't too accepting of the LGBT community, and so she started kind of telling me that that's kind of her stance as well. And she, like I said, started quoting the Bible and this, and that, and she couldn't reconcile my sexuality with the Bible. Like, my sexuality is wrong. The Bible said so. Blah, 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 blah. And then she started saying how back in the 70s and the 80s, homosexuality was seen as a mental health illness and this and that. And, I'm sure I got really defensive, and we exchanged emails, and at some point we both just said, hey, you are who you are, I am who I am. Let's just kind of, I don't hate you, I love you, hopefully vice versa, but, maybe that should be the end of our friendship. But what I think is super key about that whole interaction is that when I talked to her the first time and shared my sexuality with her, when her and I connected over it, she was happy for me. She loved me. She did not see a sinner in me. She did not see negativity in me. It was not until she went for guidance and help that her mind was swayed. And I think it's sad. I think it's very sad. But like I said, I don't hate her. I love her. And I hope that in her journey in life, she becomes more accepting of the LGBT community. No question, I rejected myself for years. I hated my sexuality. I thought it was a sin because that's what I was told by the church, by society. So how can I just assume and expect her to drop all those things that it took me 10 years to drop? I can't expect that. I don't think it makes any sense. The only way people will understand what you're dealing with, kind of be able to put themselves in your shoes, is if you open your heart and your mind and your soul and you share your story and your life with love. If I went and hated her, or whatever, no one will ever understand if you use hatred and violence. So it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Hope you guys liked it, and until next time.